we have Quentin. He's our body for today. Okay, so stand up nice and tall. Keep the feet parallel. Arms, just let them hang loosely next to your sides. Now don't go anywhere just yet. Take a nice breath in. And then exhale out. It feels as if your ribs are drawing in. And then inhale to release, opening up that diaphragm. And then exhale to contract, getting everything to tighten. And do 2 more and just breathe in. You know, your muscles between the ribs to activate and stretch as you exhale, tightening in. 1 more and breathe in. And then exhale out. Good. Now we're going to add a little bit of movement to it, so take a nice breath in. And then on the exhale, drop your chin. Slowly start to roll down through the spine. Remember the arms are loose, the knees are slightly bent, just a tiny bit. Weight is still forward towards the toes. Chin stays in that bit of a tuck. Now holding it there at the bottom, we breathe in. Now exhale to slowly reverse it. So contract, tuck, tailbone heavy, restack that spine, and reach to the top of the head. Relax your arms and shoulders. And again, take a nice breath in. And exhale to drop that chin. And roll down through the spine. Arms are relaxed at the bottom, chin tucked. Hold it there, breathe in again at the bottom. And then exhale to slowly restack. Now use that stomach, tuck that pelvis. And come up nice and tall. Now we'll do 1 more when we stay at the bottom. So we breathe in again. Exhale to drop that chin. Rolling down, lifting out the hips, arms are loose. Now at the bottom, bend both your knees. Actively grab around the ankles or calves. Bend a little bit more at the knees. Draw your chest a little bit closer towards your knees. And then keep that chest close to your body. And then extend the legs the best you can. Take the tailbone up. Tailbone goes straight up. Legs extend. And then bend your knees. Still tipping that weight forward. Then extend the legs. Tailbone up. And then bend those knees. And straighten. Tailbone goes up. And bend those knees. And 1 more, straighten those legs, hold it there. Bend them a little bit, let go of your legs, let the arms just hang loose. And then slowly come up, 1 piece, 1 piece, 1 piece. And then come up nice and tall from there. Now put your arms on top of each other. Make sure they're not too high up, otherwise those shoulders lift. So move them down a little bit so they're comfortable. They're below your chest bone. Then only moving from the middle part of your back. So imagine that you've been skewered here through the waist, so your hips and feet stay nice and still. Twist the upper body to the right. So rotate, then just come back to the center, keeping this little box shape so you're not changing it. And go over to the other side, twist, putting back the opposite hip so the lower half doesn't come with. And alternate, you can see Quentin's chin and chest bone are on the same line. And come back, so he's not turning his head independently. And twist. And back to center, and again twist, and back, and last one, twist, back to the middle, hold it there, lift the arms, interlace the fingers, put the hands behind your head, press your head into your hands, hold it there. Now from there, you're going to gently bring your elbows a tiny bit in towards your eyes, and then pull them back. And as you pull them back, feel like you're trying to pull the shoulder blades away from you. And then just gently bang them in. And then pull those elbows back. And again, and pull those elbows in and press them back. And in and press them back. And elbows in and pull them, open them back. 1 more, elbows come in and then press and pull them back. Now hold them there. Bring them slightly in so you can see them to the corners of the eyes. And then go up and over to the right side. Go into that side bend. Keep that weight on that left foot. You can see Quentin hasn't turned or twisted anything. Shoulders and hips stay forward. And then contract and pull yourself back to the middle. Now keep your upper body relaxed. Go over to the left side. Same control. This right foot's heavy. Pushing down into the mat. And then exhale to come back in. And again, over to the right. And then just contract and bring it back to the middle and over to the left. And contract, bring it back. And then do 2 more. Over. And exhale back. And then the last one. And over. bring it back, then stay there, relax your arms, and then you're going to bring, you'll need a chair. I'm going to use the box here. With the chair, just going to move it here. I'm going to keep it off from there. So make sure it's not too high, and also just careful that it doesn't obviously have wheels or anything on it, that it's not going to move. And then you're going to sit on it. So come and sit. Feet just go on the pedal there. Good. So obviously if you've got a chair, you've got the backrest behind you. Make sure you're sitting a little bit more forward on it so you're not too far. Then holding it there, keep that length in your spine. Take your arms out to the sides, palms face down, shoulders are relaxed. I think a little bit of heaviness under the arms. Now as you sit here, check how you're sitting, that you're not slouching into your lower back, that there's energy and there's length in that middle back. And obviously with your arms being up, you're going to feel the shoulders are working a little bit down the top, but nothing's in your neck. So if you're feeling upper body into your neck and shoulders, just bring your arms a little bit down slightly. Now from there, rotate your upper half to the left side. So I'm going to twist, lower half stays still, keep energy in the arms, and then bring it back to the center. Then again, and just twist, and come back to the center. And again, and just twist, and come back to the center. And again, and twist, and come back to the center. And two more, and twist, and back to the center. And last one, and twist, and back to the center. Now stay there in the center, arms are still working. Try and keep the weight the same on both your sit bones. We're going to go to the right side, lifting up and over, reach down, and get a stretch on that left side. So feel like you're still sitting down on the opposite side. Then come back to the center, stretching out with your arms. Then go to the other side. Good. Keeping weight on this right hip. So sit bones heavy, feet are the same width. Come back to the middle. And again, over. And then just contract, bring it back to the center. And again, over. And exhale back. And one more to each side. And back to center. And then end on that left side. And then come back to center. Once you're there, lower your arms, reach them down. So press a little bit into the box. And then holding it there, keep the legs, they're still sitting up nice and tall, just the head, turn it to the right. Good. Then look forward, careful your chin's not poking forward, so retract that chin in a little bit. Turn the head to the left. And come back to the middle. Then turn that head back to the right, so the alternating sides, your bodies or your shoulders not turning with. Come back to the center, and turn and twist. And back to the middle, one more to each side, turn that head. And back to center. And then the last one, turn the head, come back to the center. Now hold it there in the middle. Keep again that sit, that length in the spine. Drop just the chin towards your chest bone. And then lift your head. So careful your whole body doesn't round, just the head. So drop your chin. And then just lift it back. Now imagine a little string on the top of your head. Feel like the top of your head is pulling up towards the ceiling. Drop your chin. And then just lift the head. And again, and just drop that chin. And lift. Last one. And drop your chin. And then slowly lift that head. Now from there, same, similar movement, but you're going to take that head back. So gently tip your head back without leaning the body, and then just bring it to center. So still try and keep the length in it, and then just drop and bring it back to center. And again, and take that head back and bring it back to center. And one more, and tip that head back. Bring it back to center, hold there, keep that length, feel like you're sitting on a hot plate. We're going to take that right leg, lift the knee up, turn the knee out, put it on top of the left knee. Push down a little bit on that knee, and then just hold it there. Now if you find that the stretch you could stretch a little bit more. Keep your back straight and then hinge forward. Pushing down a little bit more on that hip, but keep your back straight. So you don't want to fold and round your back. You want to keep it lengthened and get a little bit of a hinge from that hip joint. You can see Princeton still keeping his neck nicely in that line as well. And just stay there. And then just slowly come out of it. Keep your legs like that, or stretch it twice. So again, just hinge forward. Good. Pushing down a little bit on that knee. Keep a bit of stretch in this glute here on this bent leg. So on the right side for now. And just hold it there. Remember to just breathe in, breathe out. And then you can slowly hinge yourself back. Once you hinge back, unhook that leg, line up the feet. Change legs, now the other leg, put it on the top of the right knee. Same thing, get the weight the same on your sit bones. Careful that your pelvis hasn't rotated. And then hinge forward and push down a little bit on that knee. Keep a nice stretch into that back. And just hold it there. Then just slowly hinge up, but keep the leg like that. We've got one more little stretch left. Still remember the whole time lifting out that lower back. Keep pulling in the stomach, keeping pelvic floor. We hinge forward again, pushing down a little bit on that knee. Keeping that chin in a little bit of a tuck. You just stay there. Then you can slowly from there come out of it. Unhook that leg. Keep the feet just parallel. Get your feet in a comfortable position there. Take both arms out in front of you. Left hand goes over right hand. Turn your palms to face each other. Hands go a little bit lower than shoulder. You can either close the fingers or you can just press the palms together. Now look down through the little gap and then reach your arms forward. And feel as if your blades are wrapping around towards your front of your ribs. So you're flattening the shoulder blades, you're keeping length by the shoulders. You're still sitting up nice and tall, so you haven't just collapsed into the back. Just more that middle part of your back and upper back. And just slowly come out of it, keep your arms like that. And we go again, just gently reaching forward, dropping that chin, keeping it there, just holding it there again. Try and relax as much as you can into the stretch, so you don't feel like you're tensing or holding. You're allowing it to stretch, you're allowing those muscles between the shoulder blades to relax a little bit. And then slowly come up with the head, just change arms. Now the left hand is over right. You find the hand that's on top, that shoulder stretches a little bit more. So in this case, your right hand is on top. So now the right side is going to pull a little bit more. Just reach forward, drop that head. Reaching with those hands and fingers. Stay there. And then just slowly come out of it. And then we've got the last one. And drop, reaching a little bit forward. Keep lifting out the back. Careful that you don't feel tension here by your neck and upper track, so relax it there. And then slowly come out. And then relax your arms slowly down from there. You can come stand up. You're going to come to the side of the chair. Well, depending, Quentin's going to use the side of the chair. But you obviously don't want it to move. Turn and face it. And again, not be too close, especially with your long legs. The leg's going to go on top. So you're going to find a leg. You can start with whichever leg you're comfortable with. Get your balance, Quentin's waving. Over there. And just keep it there. Relax your foot a little bit for now. So there's no flexion or anything in this foot. Keep your hips straight. And then, or your back straight. Hinge forward from your hips. And then you want to intensify that stretch into that hamstring. Careful that it doesn't feel nervy. And also careful that it's not in the back of your knee. If you do feel the back of your knee, just bend your leg a little bit. So it must be more in the muscles. That hamstring. And just hold it there. So everything stays straight. Shoulders are forward, hips are forward. Nothing's turning or twisting. Keep it there. Just balancing it there. Holding it. Breathing in. Remember to breathe while you hold the stretch. And then just hinge your body back up, so sitting upright. We do one more. And then again, you just stretch. Almost feel like this opposite hip, or this, the hip that where the leg is, in this case the right leg, right hip. Feel like you're dropping that hip down a little bit towards the floor, but you're not popping it up, so you're not hitching it, you're lengthening out of that hip. You're keeping your hip bones in the same line, shoulders are forward. Your standing leg can also be a little bit bent, just so you're not locking into it. And then just slowly hinge up. Carefully keep that leg on, but carefully start to twist. So Quentin's going to turn forward towards the camera. The leg that he's standing on is going to turn out, and then this leg stays the same, but now the inside part of that inner thigh is going to work a little bit more. Now this hand that's nearest the leg, you're going to place it on the top leg and then just reach down. So now you're going to go a little bit laterally, sideways. And as you increase it sideways, feel that it stretches side and also a little bit more on the inside of your leg. And just balance it there. If you're finding that you're feeling a little bit unstable, you can do it next to a wall where you can grip onto something just to balance you. And then just slide that hand up, straighten out the body, keep that leg on so it still should be pulling. And then we do one more, slide that hand down. Again, no rotation in the shoulders or the hips. We keep it there. And then you can slowly come up. Now, find a way that's easiest to get out of it. You can either just take the leg off, or you can turn and face, or you can do a little dance. Now we're going to just do the other side. So now same control, start parallel. Nicely with that leg, place it nicely on top. There we go. Good. Hold it there, relax your foot. And then now the same thing, keep a nice straight back and then just hinge forward. And then obviously the same applies on this side. If you're feeling behind the knee, bend your leg a little bit. Try and relax this foot. And then again, if you're a little bit unstable, rather do it against the wall or have something that you can hold on so you're not fighting the whole control of the balance, that you can get the stretch more into the leg. And then just hinge yourself up from there. Keep pulling in the stomach, does help also keep you nice and balanced. And then lift out of the hips a little bit as you hinge forward. And hold it there. Good. And then just slowly hinge up. Okay, Quentin's going to unfortunately be the other way, so he's going to move back to you, as you can see the sort of rear side of where the leg should be. Hold it there, inner thigh, so this inside part of the leg is going to stretch. You're going to take that hand and then just reach down. And then feel it pulls a little bit on this side. So you still want weight on that other leg, or that standing leg. Get a nice pull into the inside, this leg that's on the chair. Just breathe in, breathing out. And just slowly just slide yourself up again. Good. Let's do one more. And then slide that hand down, trying to turn or change the angle, keep your balance. Hold it there. And then you can slowly come up. Then carefully take that leg off. From here, we're going to take the hands onto the chair. Okay. Now, you almost don't want to be too far away. You want your shoulders to stretch. Now remember, the narrower you take your arms, or the closer you take your arms, the more stretch is going to be for your shoulders. Now you're going to bend your legs, drop your chest down, sort of make your body like a table, and then stretch between these shoulders here. Now if your head doesn't hang through your arms, so you can see Quentin's got good alignment here. His head and shoulders are all in line. You can feel it stretching in the middle. You might feel a bit in the shoulders themselves. If it's too much, you can take the arms a bit wider. So with this, you might need to change the angle of your chair a little bit. And then slowly come out of it. Just push weight forward, so you sort of like a standing sort of plank. Then push back again, bend the legs, push your hips back, drop through the shoulders. Hold it there. You can also do this on a table as well if you want the space wider for your arms. Just making this on something that doesn't move. and then slowly come out of it. One can also play around with the height of it, so the higher you go, the different angles you make, different stretches. And then again, and bend, drop down. If the head again doesn't hang or collapse, hold it there. Might feel a little bit of activation in your legs, which is fine. And then slowly come out of that. Okay, good. Then we can take the hands off from there. You can walk them back. You can come stand. I'm going to just move this out of the way for now. Stay standing. You can move your chair all the way out the way. We actually finished with it for now. Okay. Now, you'll need something to balance with the next exercise. So Quentin's going to use the pole. You can turn it just say sideways. So he's going to use a few fingers. If you find you don't need the balance, or you don't need to hold on anything, you can also perfectly fine without holding. Keep your feet parallel. Keep your leg. Then you're going to put weight into, again, pick a side that you want to start with, and then grab hold of your foot. Once you've got hold of the foot, bend your standing leg a little bit. Careful that you don't turn your hips, and then you're going to keep it there. So you want your quad to stretch in front. Careful that you don't now rotate, that leg isn't too far forward. So when you pull back on it, you want your knee more or less in line with the other knee. It doesn't have to be exact. And then just feel that your back isn't arching. Hold it there. Keep it there. It's a nice stretch, more so in the front here. Try to open up the hips so you're not going into a bit of flexion, so you want a little bit of a tuck. And then you can carefully let go of that foot for a sec. We're going to change over. You are going to do it twice, so that we're going to switch to the other leg. So you just need to change the position. You grab the other leg. Keep a little bend, just a tiny little bend in your standing leg forward. Otherwise, one sort of braces into that knee joint, which you don't want. And just keep it there. Shoulders step forward, hips. Same control. Still want that stretch on this hip. You don't want that leg to go forward, so you don't want hip flexion. You want it to pull back. Almost feel like you're standing on it. If that leg was still there, it would be right in line with everything. Just keep it there. Might find again one leg feels a bit tighter than the other. That's all normal. And then take that leg down and then just do one more set. Change it over again. Grab. Good. So again, that lower back's important, that you're not arching it. You don't feel a cramp or any activation too much in the back of your leg. Sometimes that hamstring wants to cramp. So try not to go into the stretch too quick. Just hold. And then slowly release it there. And then last one, on the other side again, switching over. Keep a little bend in your standing leg. Try and get nice length in your spine, so your posture, you're still focused on that. You're not going to come forward. Nothing's rounded in the shoulders. Good. Again, just keep a little bit of support with the hand so you can focus on the stretch. And then you can slowly let go of that foot. Good. Then go onto all fours. Now, if you need something for under your knee, let me know. Then you just grab a towel, place something underneath. You want something for underneath, maybe your lunch. So that's what we go under. Other leg is in front. Good. Hold it there. So remember your front leg needs to go forward. So I put something under Quentin's knee. You can do the same, just a towel. Roll up something just so it's not on the kneecap. Now get that balance and place both hands on your leg. Okay, as soon as you prop yourself up, it does lower the knee a little bit. Now try and tuck your pelvis. Try and feel like you're pulling your hips forward. And you want to open up the hip flexor. So the previous stretch was more your quad. With this particular stretch, you want it to go higher up. So you need to try and get length. You almost feel like you're lifting out of your hips. So you can see Quentin's got a little bit of extension in his back too. So you don't want to fall into it. Otherwise it doesn't stretch. You need to think about that length. You need to actively open up and feel like your knees pulling one way, but your upper body and your torso is pulling the other way. So you open up the little space between your hip and your leg there. So you're going to hold it, keep the shoulders. Now we're going to change it slightly. So Quentin's going to put a little bit of weight back and he's going to extend out that front leg. Your hands can go to the floor if you need a bit of balance. Okay, now this hamstring is now focused. Now you're going to add that foot. So pull the toes back. So now the calf is also going to stretch a little bit. Hold it there. Good. Just keeping it there. Obviously, the range you can increase as you're holding it. And then slowly bend that front leg. Just stay there back into that lunge. Now try and open up that hip on that bent side, lifting that chest. Keeping it there. Remember, you want that length. You want to try and open it. Feel that hip flexor stretch. Let it go up towards your psoas and towards your stomach. And then slowly take weight back again. Get a little bit of balance. Flexing this foot. Feel the length out of that hip. Now you actually want that extension at the back of you. Careful obviously that you're not locking. Nothing must be locked, but it is, you want a little bit of a straightness. And then slowly bend that front leg. You can slowly come out of it. So you can put your hands down if you need that balance. If you've placed anything under the knee, just change it to the other leg. And then bring that other leg foot, bring it forward, move that foot a little bit forward, and then balance yourself. Come up. Now the same applies just on the other side. So try and open up that hip. Feel like you're going into a little bit of a pelvic tuck. Your chest bone is lifting up. You're getting the extension there. You're balancing it. Okay. You can see Quentin's quite lined up nicely. So just check the back leg that it's not sneaking in or out. So everything should be in line. You just hold it there. So when you're here, think about the stretch. Think about what you want to create when you're here, that you're not just hanging into your hips. You want to open them up. Then take weight or the hands forward. Straighten out that leg. Pull the toes back. Good. It's got nice tight hamstring. Now you can also see Quentin's keeping his alignment quite well here. Your leg in front now isn't falling out to the side, it's still parallel. So your toes, your knee, your hip, everything is parallel. You haven't gone into external rotation at that hip. Then slowly come forward, bend that front leg, prop yourself up. Almost feel like this hip wants to drop a little bit, so you've got that tuck in that pelvis, you've got that length. Create a little bit more extension there. Just hold it there. And again, just remember to breathe. Keep breathing in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Come out of it. Just stretch it out. Good. Then you can slowly come forward from there. Come out of it, move the little cushion out your way or towel, and then lie on your back. On the back, bent legs. Hands are just next to your sides for now. Shoulders are relaxed. And line yourself up, feel where you are on your mat. Look at where your knees are. Then from there, you should be fine there, but take your arms into sort of a V. Good, or upside down V. Reaching out with the arms. Take your left leg and cross it over your right leg. Close the little gap. Still keep your sides nice and even. Keep both shoulder blades heavy on your mat. Now take both legs across to the opposite side. So over towards the right. The hip's going to lift here on the left. The bottom foot's going to roll a little bit. But your shoulder here on the left side stays on the floor. We haven't lifted it up. So it's just that turn and twist from the lower half of your body. Just keep it there again. Just breathing in. Breathing out, keeping Length of the ribs, breathing in and breathing out. And 2 more, breathe in and out. Now contract on the exhale. Bring your legs back to the center. Once the weight's the same on your sit bones, unhook the legs, switch and change. Now the right hooks over the left. Both legs now go over to the left side. So the same thing now with the shoulders. Keep that shoulder blade heavy. You'll feel the hip will lift on this side, foot will roll, but the shoulders are staying where they are and you're getting that rotation. And nothing's lifting at the ribs too much. So try and lengthen your ribs and get that middle back to feel like it's drawing down towards the mat. And just keep it there. Then just contract, and then again pull back from this right side, bring the legs back, unhook them. Change them back, keep your hips still, and then go back to the right side. And again, with the stretch, careful that you haven't just flopped your legs over, that there's still a bit of control in the movement, that you're thinking about your upper body, your chin is staying slightly in the tuck so you can keep the length at the back of the neck. You're still contracting your lower abs, there's length at your ribs. Now engage this left side, slowly pull the legs back, unhook them, change them around, so right is over the left, and then the same control, take your legs over to the left side, keeping this right shoulder blade on the mat. And just keep it there. Just keep breathing in, breathing out. And then again, same, contract this right side, bring your legs back in, and unhook them. Arms can stay there for now. Take your left leg, lift it up, turn your knee up, put your ankle on top of your right knee, and then take your legs from there, lift the leg, and then grab the back of that leg, and just pull it towards your chest. If you're feeling any discomfort for your neck, you can put a pillow under your head and just lift you up a little bit. And then feel the glute is now stretching on this right or this left side. Just hold it there. Just same with the breathing. Try and breathe in. And on the exhale, you almost want to pull a little bit closer and without tucking your back too much, but feel like you're trying to open up that hip on this left side. And then you can slowly lower and let go of the leg. You can unhook them, change them around. And then the same thing, lift that leg, pull off the back of it, shoulders relaxed, try and rotate. Or get a bit of external rotation, careful your pelvis doesn't turn. Just hold it there, just breathe in, again breathing out. And then you can slowly let go of the back of that leg, lower it down. And then you can unhook, bring your hands, take your arms from there into like a box shape, like a rugby post. Rest your hands there, you can let them lie on the floor if you can, obviously depending on the tightness of your shoulders. Now holding it there, almost feel like your arms or your elbows are being pulled out to the side and there's length in your arms there. Now pull down the ribs, so take a nice breath in and then exhale, lengthen your ribs. And as you lengthen your ribs, feel your middle back drawing down towards the mat. And again, inhale and then exhale and lengthen. And breathe in and exhale out. So try and take nice deep breaths, especially with your inhale as well. In and exhale out. And again in and out. And one more. And you can slowly relax. Take your arms to your sides from there. Good. And then come lie on your side. So you can turn on the side, remember the bottom arm, you can lengthen it or you can bend it, see what feels comfortable for your shoulder. You might want to put a towel under your head there just to lift your neck a little bit. Then from there, bend your legs in towards your chest. Take this top leg and then take the top hand, lift the leg, grab onto your foot. Pull your knee back a little bit, but now, careful when you put it back that you don't arch your back. So pull in the stomach, Try it again, see how it is on the knee itself, so nothing must be in the knee joint, but again quad, but you'll feel it works and feels a little bit different on your side than doing it standing, and try and get it to stretch a little bit up towards the front of your body there. So just hold it there. We're going to hold it here for a while, so about 30 seconds. If you feel discomfort while holding it, just let go. Go back into the stretch. Let that knee just straighten a little bit. But hold it there if you can. If you're feeling it only as a stretch, keep it there. And you're going to hold it. I'll time it for you. Just keep it there. Breathing in, breathing out. Checking mainly the lower back that you're not arching it. Now remember, even in the stretches, one will still keep contracting one's stomach a little bit as well. Keep lifting a little bit out of that bottom side so you haven't collapsed. Top and bottom hips still stay in line. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then carefully let go of that foot. Before we do the other side, on the same side, we're going to stretch out that hip. So bring that top leg up, bend the knee, and bring your foot in front of the bottom leg. Push that knee a little bit away from you. Again, same thing with the back, try not to arch it. And hold. And try and open that hip. So if you find that the stretch isn't enough, you can bring the bottom knee in a little bit closer to you, and then push a little bit with your hand. So again, we're going to hold it for 30. And just keep it there. Just keep breathing in, breathing out. Counting. I'll tell you again, you've got the last 10 seconds left. Try not to lift up into the shoulders, so try and open that shoulder. Keeping the top hip from rolling back, so make sure the top and the bottom hip are still in line with each other. Keep it there for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can let go there. Okay, good. Now we're going to do the other side. So you can sit up, swing the legs around, be on the other side, get that same comfortable position for that bottom arm, either straight, bend, get your pillow if you need it. Okay, now holding it there, you're going to take that top leg, lift it up, grab hold of the foot. Careful of arching that lower back, so keep it neutral. Pull the knee back a little bit, ribs stay in, and just hold it. See how your knee feels again. Come in and out the stretch if needed. And keep it there again for 30 counts. And we hold it. And just keep contracting the stomach. Keep it out of the upper body. And just stay there. Try to let the knee come forward. So if you can, try and line that knee up with your hip a little bit. So you're not in that hip flexion. You're a little bit in extension of that hip. Just keep it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly bring that leg forward. Relax it for a sec or two. Then we're going to go into that hip stretch. So now bend that leg, bring your foot in front. Try not to let the pelvis change, so try and line up those hips, push it away. Push that knee a little bit away without lifting up into that shoulder. And just stay there. Just hold it there. Again, I'll tell you when you've got 10 seconds left. Keeping it in that hip, that glute, feel that stretch on the top leg. And hold it for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Then take that leg out, come onto all fours, bring the hands below the shoulders, those knees below the hips. Okay, then from there, just looking at the space for you, I think you'll be fine there. Okay, so pushing out the shoulders, you're going to bend that left arm, and then take the right arm underneath. So left arm bends, dropping that shoulder. Good, push a little bit with your hand on this arm. Keep it there. Good, and feel like you're tucking and reaching that arm away. then slowly come back. I'm just going to change now. Alternate. Good. Palm of the bottom hand stays facing up towards the ceiling. You're getting that little bit of rotation in that spine. Shoulders again are relaxed. You still have pressure in the bent arm, so that hand is pushing down a little bit. And go back up onto all fours. Then change again, so bend. Slide that arm under. Let the head rest on the mat if you can, so your head isn't sort of hovering nowhere, so it is got a little bit of support on the mat. And pressing with that arm, straighten it up, come back onto all fours. And then you've got one more. Turn that palm of your hand up. Still feel like you're reaching it away from you. And then slowly come up onto all fours. Now stay there on all fours. Just to stretch out the shoulders a little bit. So from here, you're on all fours, you're pushing out. Now you're going to take weight to the left hand and then lift that right arm up and then twist. Now hold it there. Now relax that shoulder. Keep pulling down here. Keep that hip pulling down. Then bring that arm back. Just careful for the poles here. Now put the weight across. Lift, twist. Try and keep the weight as even as you can on both knees. See how it is on the shoulders. Don't lift that arm too high. And then come back. And then again, do one more on each side. And twist. And bring that arm back. And then last one. And twist. Lift that arm. Rotate that spine. Keep that chin in that little bit of a tuck. Then bring that arm back. Good. Now hook your toes into the mat. And then carefully put weight back towards your toes. You feel like you're going to sit on your feet. See how it is on the feet itself. Again, same thing if it's too uncomfortable on the toes. Just come in and out the stretch. And just go slightly forward again, just to get off the feet. Keep pushing off the mat so there's a bit of length. And then again, and take weight back. And slowly back. Okay, now unhook your feet. And then sit back onto them. So you're going to sit, your hands are going to go onto your knees. See again how it is on the feet. I'm going to ask Quentin to maybe just turn and face you. Okay, good. Now holding it there. Okay, so it depends on the tightness. You might still feel it pulling a little bit there, definitely in the feet. Then take one hand over. Push your hips a little bit over to the one side, bend that hand that's on, or the elbow that's on the mat, and then take that top arm over. And just get a little bit of a stretch. Good. Try and extend, reaching out of that top side, hold it there. Your hip is going to lift a little bit. And then just slowly come back, bringing that arm down, and just go to the other side. So change over, bend that elbow a little bit, careful that it's not going into your shoulder, top arm over. You can turn the head and look at the hand that's on the floor if it feels more comfortable for your neck. And then slowly come out of it. And then two more and over. This time we're just going to hold it there for a little bit longer. And just keep it there. Just breathing in, breathing out, and just holding it. And then slowly come out of it. And then one more to the other side. Just hold. Keep it there. Remember the shoulders and neck, and relax the upper body. Keep a little bit of weight pushing down that opposite side. And then slowly come out of it. Then unhook the legs, cross and fold your legs. So you're going to sit, folding them. Keep them there. Okay. Now from here, sit up nice and tall. And then just lifting out the hips, fold forward and drop your hands down. See if you can drop your elbows. See and feel where it stretches out those hips. Tucking that chin in a little bit. So your So the leg that's in front will actually stretch that glute a little bit more. So if you've got your right leg in front, you'll feel that stretch will radiate down towards that glute. Then just slowly come out of it. Now it's going to feel a little bit different because you're going to change your legs around. So you wouldn't normally sit this way, so it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit unusual because it's not a natural place to be. Then go forward again. So now feel that it stretches a little bit differently when you've switched your legs around. And just keep it there. See how it is on the lower back? You are flexing the lower back, but mainly the hips. You're going to feel a lot of stretch into those hips. And just keep it there. And again, just breathing in, breathing out. Feel that you haven't just collapsed into yourself. And then slowly come out of it. If you're comfortable, you can keep your legs this way. If it feels quite unusual, switch them back the way that you're more comfortable with. Now keep that leg, sit up nice and tall. You're going to take that right arm down, bend your elbow. It doesn't have to go flat, the elbow. If you can get it flat, great, but the main point is the opposite hip mustn't come off the mat. So you don't want to just drop your elbow and lift up the opposite side. So you only go to where you can, then take the top arm and lift it up. And then hold it there. Now keep trying to sit back or sit down on this opposite hip and feel that it pulls quite a lot in this lower part of your back. You're going to go up the arm, then hold it there. Just keep it there, breathing in, breathing out. Careful for the neck and the shoulders. Again, you can turn the head if needed, if you need to look down. Then slowly come out the stretch, press yourself up. Now the same, start nice and tall. So sit up nice and tall. Left elbow now goes down. Right arm goes up. Right hip stays heavy. So again, remember the elbow doesn't need to go flat. Drop it to where you can. And try and get extension in that arm at the top. And just keep it there and hold it. Just keep it there. Get your head. Try and get as much extension in that elbow as you can. And then slowly come out of it. We'll do one more to each side. If you feel uncomfortable with the legs, you can switch them back, change them around. Change one more, over, lift that arm. Good, second set. Should feel a little bit looser, you should get a little bit more range. Same, keep resisting that opposite hip from lifting. Then slowly come out of it. And then the last one, remember every time before you change, get that back straight. Bend that elbow, drop it towards the floor. Extend that arm at the top, turn the head, look down at that arm. Hold it there. And then slowly come out of it. Unhook the legs. Go basically in like a rest position. Keep your arms in front of you. Push back towards your feet. Good. And then just drop through the shoulders. Let that head drop. Feel like you're sitting down with your hips. Keep it there. Then just slowly come up from there. Move your hands a little bit forward, just a tiny bit. Now keep them there. So you won't be as initially as low as you were with the previous one. So now keep your hands where they are. Feel like your arms are pulling one way, but your hips and your back is pulling the other way. Keep the chin in a little bit of a tuck. And just hold it there. Keep that nice stretch in the back. And then just slowly take it forward. Then the last one, move your hands a little bit more forward. And then the same, push your hips back. And just drop it there. Again, feel like you're being pulled in different directions. If you're feeling anything in the knees, just separate your knees a little bit. And then you can slowly come forward. Then bring your arms in a comfortable place and then just go into a normal rest position. So when you sit back, your arms are going to bend a little bit. You're going to relax the head if you can. Hold it there. Just take a nice breath in. And then exhale out. And again, just take a nice breath in. And exhale out. One more. And a nice breath in. And exhale out. Relax yourself there. You can stay there for a while. Just keep breathing. And you're finished. Well done.